No worries. If I had $1 for every time I hit the back back curtain,
I'd be a millionaire.
I'd be a rich man.
There's no U-turn that particular thing. It's just like
It's just this is incredible. Yeah, the ball in the frame and his chest facing forwards and his hand in front of his body. So Chad's a really unique student. He's a really good athlete. He's very strong. He hits the ball very, very athletically and strongly. But the level, his habits, he's got a lot of habits that are holding him back. And so he's very late with his preparation now, which is a big liability for him. When he times it just right, he can absolutely crush the ball. But when somebody hits the ball really deep or really fast, he gets completely caught off guard because his preparation is so late. So our focus points are going to be preparation timing and then timing of how and when he unwinds his body so that he can hit the ball strongly without really having to like go after it and be super, super aggressive.
Yeah, there you go. 'Cause I want it to really, you can feel that coilness, that turn. That's what you really want to feel. Okay? Yep.
Okay, it's looking already.
It's looking good. Do you feel anything with your body? Does it feel coiled? Does it feel turned? Where do you feel the stretching?
Like in my knees.
Okay. You feel it in your knees, like turned?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel anything in your upper body? No.
A little bit.
Okay.
Chest area.
Okay. Okay. I just kind of wanted you to think about those so that when, like, you go home and you're working on it, you can kind of, think about, okay, I kind of was feeling it here and I was feeling it here, and is that still happening?
Good start by our student. The trickiest changes are the ones that mess with timing, and that's what we're doing here. But previously, he was waiting until literally the last second to prepare his body and turn and take the racket back. Now we're having him do it right away, and so that means he's got extra time on the back end, which is a good thing. It's very different from his habit, and he's adapting pretty well, but it's the biggest challenge.
It's looking good. So you can see as soon as you see it, split and turn. That's the difference. Before you were like split and then take a few steps. That is where you want to be. So starting from there, getting into this turn position, there, this turn position. Make sense? So that's really what we're looking for, is I'm looking for that left arm and that all within that confined area. Good. Nice and calm. Keep it about 50% on the swing. Very nice.
So he's, I think, grabbing onto it really quickly. He's making it look pretty easy. So we're going to start to progress him through some steps to make it a little bit more challenging, a little bit more real life. Because this is a very timing heavy and intensive element, we're really probably not going to know for sure how quickly or how well he's grabbing onto it until we get into a more real life situation.
Yeah. Nice.
So now we're getting to the point where everything's having to come together at the same time, and it's much more real life. Now that's a real feed, there's a lot more distance, there's a lot more space. And so the timing element is really coming into play at this point. And he's starting to have to incorporate not only the timing of when he takes his racket back, but when he initiates his swing so he can meet the ball in the right spot. And so that's definitely Megan's kind of biggest project, and the student's biggest project right now is figuring out how to become aware of both those elements without getting overwhelmed and confused and thinking about one but not the other. And so that's kind of where we're at right now. He's doing a good job.
And I want more initiation, more. There you go.
That's it, Chad.
Nice and smooth though.
This isn't like a big, sexy focus point,
Yeah.
but it's going to help the stability and reliability of your shot on this side tremendously. Especially against strong, as you play stronger and stronger players, the way you were preparing before was just a big liability.
Remember when we talked about when you, you would sometimes start here, but then from here to be able to do your full swing to get to this contact is too long at a high level from when the ball's coming at you. So that's why you want to get into a more coiled position, because from this position to this position is a lot shorter distance than if you're going from here all the way to here. Okay, let's do that same pattern one more time. 2, practice, and then 4 balls, really working on that unit turn.
So we're giving him a different look with the feed, and he's actually adapting to it really well. It's kind of surprising both Megan and I, because it's been kind of back and forth the whole way up until this point, just it's constant, you know, same feed. Now Kevin's giving him a lot more time. We're just testing his ability to adapt to that different look, that different environment. After this, we'll probably start to mix up like lots of time and then not very much time. Lots of time, not very much time, to see if he can further groove in this new setup position and get himself to a stronger start.
Good. Now slow one. Good. And a faster one. Good. A little late on the second part. Initial turn. Nice. Very nice. Okay. You're just not in position to hit the ball that hard there.
I know it's really tempting to want to learn how to hit whatever, heavier, stronger, harder. If Kevin played you right now with his left hand, he would beat you. It has nothing to do with his ability to hit the ball stronger or harder or like blow you off the court. It's just simple like reliability and consistency. Like your execution would be much higher. You'd be hitting the ball way harder, a lot more spin, but he would still win. And it's because of other elements like balance and consistency and just knowing how to position himself on the court, et cetera, et cetera.
Ooh. Okay, hold on right there. So how much effort did you put into that ball? Okay, that ball was a rocket, was it not? I don't know
like
if
I would have been happy with that.
I
that
like
shot.
literally don't hit the ball any harder than that, and that is what I would rather you generate your power. Good. All right, so just redo that over and over. Yep, that was really good. Initiating.
Yeah, that first move looks great.
It's really strong. Really, really strong.
So he's done a nice job. We're starting to incorporate into an actual full baseline rally now. He's a really good athlete. It's very tough for him to keep things at a reasonable pace without really kind of juicing it up. Frankly, I think that's probably his biggest project, is just learning how to use the right amount of the power that he has available to him, and then be disciplined about developing these better fundamental habits about preparation and contact point. If he does that, he's got incredible potential. If he doesn't stay disciplined about it and he just keeps on just trying to hammer the ball hard, then he'll always be limited by the technical flaws that are in his game.
So you see the ball coming, right? Land the split step, land the split step. Now you can see right from the beginning, there's the initiation starting. So here, this is no movement, obviously, right? But you can see that the break in the hands, like there's the unit turn if there was one, right? Here, you can see now you're in a strong position to be able to move, and your forward swing starts from that position rather than from that position.
Good work.